Hi everyone, and welcome back to the London Watch Collector channel. If you just tuned in to my channel, I'm a watch collector, a watch enthusiast. I'm basically addicted to watches. And on my channel, I'll be sharing my passion for watches using 4K content. I'll be discussing and showing you brilliant timepieces ranging from Seiko to Patek Philippe. So guys, if you enjoy my reviews, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell and follow me on Instagram. Finally guys, it's here, the unboxing of the Ultraman. In a couple of weeks I'll be doing the full unboxing of the original Moonwatch, the Hazelite version, ending with the 005 reference number. So this watch is a bit of an interesting one because you either love it or hate it. And the reason behind it is it has a fictional character back in the 1960s and 70s, where a Japanese show called the Ultraman used to be the highlight of the century. And honestly, I'm not really sure what to say about this watch, because initially I was against it, and then I saw a couple of photos on Instagram. I liked it, but then when I got it, I wasn't the biggest fan. Is it growing on me? Probably. Will it stay? I'm not really sure. The thing is, orange has become something of the highlight of 2018 because the Aquanaut chronograph released in 2018 reference 5968A. So it has an orange subdial, an orange seconds hand, and you have the markers of the seconds around the dial in orange as well. The funky part about it is that it comes with a rubber strap, which is in orange or black as well. And you know, I'm a fan of orange, but not too orangey. For example, my Planet Ocean GMT, which has the orange on the tip of the second hand, it has orange on the tip of the 24-hour hand, and it says GMT on the dial in orange. And that's the maximum that I can push it. Too much orange becomes a bit too flashy. I do love the color orange. I have a car that is actually orange in color as well. But I don't know, it's like if it wasn't to do with the Ultraman character, which is on the sub-dial at 9 o'clock, this watch would definitely tick all my boxes. But you'll know what I mean once I get to the unboxing. So I just wanted to show you guys how Omega started doing their latest packaging. And the good news is the warranties on Omega has increased from 4 years to 5 years warranty, except for the limited edition ones, which is 2 years currently. Even the professional Moonwatch went from 2 years up to 5 years. So it comes in this plastic cover, which has a place for your tag as well. It has the Omega logo. At the back, it will have your serial number, your reference number, and it's nicely protected during shipment when coming from Switzerland. It's a nice package, you can put it in the safe when you're not wearing the watch, etc. And of course the Omega boxes, they are huge. This is not as huge as the Moonwatch Professional, but it is definitely heavy and gigantic. And the red carrier bag we can't forget by Omega. Opening the box, you'll be presented with this hexagonal box. It's a tribute to the table used by the Monster Attack team of the series, which was a nice touch. This is what I like about Omega. They create watches for everyone. For people who like superheroes, for professional divers, for James Bond fans, for a simple, elegant Constellation dress watch. So they make a market for everyone. So what comes with the box? So you have a slot to the right, and it has the usual stuff. Operating manual, pictograms, international warranty. I'll be going through each one at a time. So the first one is the operating instruction, which is a common one for all Omega watches. Comes in many languages, including English, French, Spanish, Dutch, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, etc. And then you have the user manual to change over the leather strap or a NATO strap, because the watch comes on a leather and a NATO as well. Would you guys want to see a review where I change a leather strap to a NATO or a NATO to a leather, or a bracelet for that matter? Do let me know in the comments below. I'm not really a fan of NATO because the flick at the end of the strap actually annoys me, and I know they do it because they have to have a standard size of a NATO, but it really annoys me. I just hate the look of the watch. So this watch is not going to be staying on the NATO. I'll be putting it on the leather strap. I'll definitely be doing a follow-up review where I show you guys the watch on the leather strap, or probably post a couple of photos on Instagram. Then you have the user manual of the pen/UV light. This UV light is used so that you can flash it onto the watch so that the Ultraman face would show up on the subdial at 9 o'clock. It tells you that UV light is dangerous, not to aim it at your eye or skin because it can cause irritation, etc. And then you have your pictogram, which has your reference number, watch number, caliber number, and the limited edition number as well. At the back, it tells you it's a limited edition. It has 5 bar or 50 meter water resistant, and as I mentioned, 2-year warranty. It's a manual wind, and finally a tachymeter. The international warranty, which will have your reference number, watch number as well. And finally, the booklet of the Ultraman, which was a nice touch. Again, it has the hexagonal shape, and they just open up, and each page tells you information about the watch. So the first page would be showing you the TV series. You can see the superhero to the right, and you can see the hexagonal table, and you can see the team with their special laser guns at the top. On the second page, it tells you more about the watch. So basically, it was back in the 70s with the Japanese sci-fi. Japanese people love their sci-fi and their gaming and their fictional characters, etc. It tells you that this shares a DNA of the 1967 Moonwatch, where you can see they've used the orange color and the same vintage logo as well. So it was a nice touch by Omega, keeping that DNA of the vintage/sci-fi characters, etc. When it comes to the watch, so it tells you it has a movement, the 1861, and then the rest of the information, which is probably common to all you guys, which is a manual wind, 18 joules, 21,600 beats per hour, 48 power reserve, and then it has, a tachymeter made of hazelite at the front, stainless steel buckle and case. It's the usual 42mm. At the back, it tells you it's limited to 2012 pieces. And if you see, first 3 minutes on the subdial at 3 o'clock is actually marked in orange because the Ultraman character was only able to use his superpower for 3 minutes at a time. So I felt that this was a nice touch by Omega, marking the 3 hours with orange. So basically, the moment they run out of 3 minutes, his superpower is gone. The back of the booklet would have the limited edition number out of 2012. And opening up the box, you're presented with the watch. And there you go, guys. The watch up close, as you can see, it's on the NATO strap. Underneath the watch, you'll have the tag, which again will have your reference number, watch number, caliber number as well. If you remove the slot, you'll be presented with a torch that I mentioned in the beginning, as well as the leather strap, which has a hint of orange stitching, which gives it a nice vintage look, because even the buckle they've used is a vintage Omega logo. It's good quality, of course, as we got used to with Omega. They use top materials, genuine leather, of course. And putting it on the watch, it actually looks nice. A nice touch. You don't have the flick at the end with the NATO, and it will definitely be going on the leather strap. But what do you guys think? Do you prefer it on the NATO or the leather strap? do let me know. So this torch, which has the pin removal tool at the tip, which is exposed by screwing and unscrewing the actual tool, and at the back it has a button which presents you with UV light. So when you shine it on the dial, you can see the Ultraman popping at the 9 o'clock subdial, which is for the second hands of the watch. And you can still see it, but it's kind of hidden, but under the light you can definitely see the curvature of the face on the subdial. But when you shine it using the UV light, it pops in kind of orange color. So it has the vintage logo at the buckle. At the back it will have your limited edition number. So trying it on the wrist. So this is what I mean. So this flick at the end is a bit of a put-off to me when it comes to a NATO. If you try to remove the flick and look at the watch, it just looks odd. It's just a flap sitting there, extra length that you don't really need. I even thought of like laser cutting it, but I'm not sure if that's even possible and I'm not sure where to take it. But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you like it on a NATO or do you like it on the leather? I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and I'll see you next week. That's all for this week. Thank you for watching.